Hey everyone, Amy Wood with Glenis, Redmond. She is one of the finest poets in the state of South Carolina, if not like the entire nation. She's an absolute joy to know. She's a friend of mine, and I've had the pleasure, Glenis, of being in the room with you when you do your amazing work and read your poetry out loud. That is an experience anyone who has an opportunity should certainly take in. But let's talk about you and your new book that you have coming out. I guess the pre-order is started as of June 1st. So tell us about it.
Amy, first of all, it's just always great to talk to you. So thank you for supporting my work and who I am in the community. This book that's coming out now is called The Listening Skin, and it's my fourth book. So I'm really excited. It is published through a press in New York, 4-Way Books. So I'm really, really excited about it because I call Listening Skin a love letter to myself, to the community, and to the world.
And what will people take away from some of the poems that you've put in its pages?
Well, it's an interesting book in that it is about the present day and also the past. So you might get a little bit of emotional whiplash going back and forth. But what I'm trying to do is honor myself, who I am. For a long time, you know, growing up with a family of 5, I knew I was different from my siblings. And I knew my parents didn't know what to do with me. And when I found Elaine Aron's work, which is highly sensitive persons, I all of a sudden understood who I was in the world. Not just a poet, but highly, highly sensitive. So that's what's going on in this book. I'm telling stories about how I know who I am as a poet, a teaching artist, but also as a woman and a community activist. So, and a highly sensitive person not only lives in the present day, they live in the past. So I'm visiting Harriet Tubman in this book, Harriet Jacobs, an enslaved person who was in our attic for 7 years, and Harriet E. Wilson, who first African-American writer. So the book is in many places at many times, but that's the power of poetry.
Oh, it is. It's so powerful. Are you going to be doing, once it's out, and when will it actually be released, and when will people be able to hear you read it?
Well, right now, it will be out in the fall, and we don't have a firm date yet, but I will be at the Peace Center, will be the first part of the book launch that I'll do here. So I'll let you know as soon as I know when those dates are firmed up and people can come out, not only get the book, but I mean, they won't get, you know, they don't have to just get the book. They can hear me read the book, put some life into the words, you know, breathe some life into the words.
The way you do that is so special.
You're wonderful.
You have a gift, my love. You do.
Well, I appreciate it, and, you know, I'm excited about this because I feel like this is my most organic work. You know, I've been doing this work for 28 years, but I feel like this book really is the book that tells who I am more than any other book I've written. So I'm excited about it. You know, it only took me 58 years to get here.
Absolutely. And you have been going through some health challenges, right? And some of that and the quandary of the inequities that can exist in society and how they relate to healthcare is wrapped up in some of your words as well.
You're right on it. And a lot of this work has to do with my ailments as a child and then also as an adult. You know, I was diagnosed in the 90s with fibromyalgia. So I was definitely battling that and all of the host of illnesses that come along with that. And I was writing the book. Then, of course, I stage 3 cancer. So every ailment that I've ever had, a friend of mine says, you know, you're the healthiest sick person I've ever known. And when she said that to me, I was like, you know, she's right. So right alongside the illnesses is the resiliency, though. That's the Listening Skin is about resiliency as well, because as many illnesses that I have encountered, I've also had this vibrancy of spirit and agency to be able to keep moving. And I owe that to, I think, my maternal line. And there's a really strong thread in the book talking about my mother, my grandmother and my great-grandmother and my great-great-grandmother. So their work as seamstresses is going through me. There's a thread. I don't sew, but with memory, with stories. That's how I piece my world together. And really, that's me listening as a small child, listening to their stories and how they got through. You'll find that in the book, too. And hopefully what the book is doing, giving other people permission to become listeners in their world. Not just that, that surface listening, but the true deep listening. And I'm sure that harkens back to my days as a counselor.
Well, I look forward to reading it myself, of course, and for our viewers and listeners out there, I hope that they get a chance to turn the pages or show up at the Peace Center and hear you read the words out loud. But I cannot wait to hear the success that this will be for you, Glenis. We're so thankful for your time.
Thank you, Amy. Thanks for having me on, and I appreciate talking to you always.
You bet.